want to get into Acts, because we're talking about the innumerable multitude. So in Acts, it tells you about the people speaking. I believe Acts chapter 12, the men from Crete, the men from this place, that place. 2. What? Chapter 2? No, it's not 2. Nope.
I got it. Acts chapter 11, verse 18. And when they heard these things, they held their peace and glorified the Most High, saying, them have the Most High also to the Gentiles granted repentance unto life. Now they which were scattered abroad upon the persecution that rose about Stephen traveled as far as Phoenix and Cyprus and Antioch, preaching the word to none but the Jews only.
Yeah, that's the mixed multitude. Okay? You got, like we're here in America right now. Okay? America is known as a so-called white country. Or you can go to Spain, or, you know what I'm saying? Any country. Okay? If you got Judah in Spain, you know what I'm saying? Then we're speaking unto but the Jews only. Which, you know, Israelites, it could be Issachar. Okay? But just because we're in a different territory, or we using a unicorn, the unicorn can go to anybody, but we're speaking to none but the Jews only. Okay? But that point is that our people were of these nations. Get that in Acts chapter 2 also.
It says that some of them were men of Cyprus and Cyrene, which when they were come to Antioch, spake unto the Grecians, preaching the Lord Yahushua.
Yeah, there were men of Cyprus and Antioch. That was their nation. Okay? Just like Paul was a man, I can't think of it right now. I don't know why I can't think of it. But keep on saying Cyprus. Tarshish. Okay? He was a man of Tarshish. Okay? He was a citizen of Rome. That was his nation. But his ethnicity is an Israelite, man. Okay? Why would he say I'm Roman to the guard if he ain't, you know what I'm saying, if he's not Roman by blood? That means common sense. He was talking about, I'm a citizen of this place, man. It's my nation. And when you are from that place, you're gonna most likely speak their language, man. Okay? Just like you got Spanish people born in America, they may speak Spanish still, but 9 times out of 10 they speak English. Okay? Is that something?
You said Acts 2. You want to know? All right, Acts 2, Acts 2 and verse 7. And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in their own tongue wherein we were born, Parthians and Medes and the Elamites and the dwellers of Mesopotamia and in Judea and Cappadocia and Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia and Egypt and the parts of Libya about Cyrene and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians, we do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of the Most High.
Yeah, so when it says where we were born, where they were born, Saudi Arabia, and they spoke them languages. So that innumerable multitude that's of another nation in different tongues is still Israelites. It's just you were born there. Okay? Just like you say you're from America, you speak American English, does that make you American by nationality? No, because America doesn't have a nation. It doesn't have an ethnicity, so to speak. Okay? If you're from China, then you can say, yeah, I'm Chinese. Okay? You're from America, you can't say I'm American like that's an ethnicity. That's just a nation, man. Okay? You from Saudi Arabia, you're Arabian. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. Okay? You're from Turkey, you're Turkish. But a lot of them, there's Elamites and Ishmaelites, man. Mixed in there. That's only 2 nations. Okay? You go to Africa, you say you're African or you're Hamitic, according to the Bible. Okay? People don't get that. The fact that mixed multitude is still talking about Israel, just people of that nation. Okay? If I'm born in Russia, I'm Russian, but I'm not a Russian. At the same time, I'm going to speak Russian. You know, sit down, do svidaniya. You know, does that make me a Russian? Does it make me a Russian by blood? No. That what matters is what you are by blood, man. Okay? So at the end of the day, if you're not a Negro, Latino, Native American, you don't have the opportunity of salvation. Because at the end of the day, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are they are the true Israelites, and they're the people that are created to have salvation. Okay? So let's get that in Psalms. I want that Psalms. Psalms. Yeah, it's public. It's public. We,
All right.
Yeah, we can't do that. What's that Psalms? I had written this book. Written this book for 149 with 149.
Oh, okay.
The Most High says all through the scriptures, and remember, there's no jot and one tittle that shall be changed. Okay? Yeah.
Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
That's right. The Most High showed his word unto Jacob. That's the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the 12 tribes. His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Okay? Go ahead.
He had not dealt so with any nation.
He has not dealt so with any nation. Okay? He don't deal with any other nation, man. Alright? He only time he'll deal with them is to use them for a certain purpose. There's time when other nations came and prophesied. You know? There's times where other nations rose up through the power of the Most High, but dealing with them, fellowshipping with them, no. The Most High fellowship with Israel, because Israel is only begotten. Okay? The Lord only deals with Israel, not so-called white man, not the Elamites, the East Indians, you Arabs, you Africans. Okay?
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
And as for his judgment, they have not known them. That's why when we could go through these scriptures, you'll turn around and say that you can break the commandments. Because you don't know the Most High's judgment. It's not in you to do that. Okay?
Praise ye the Most High.
Okay? Praise ye the Most High. Okay? Now give me back in Psalms, earlier in the Psalms, that whatever you do done to declare my statutes. You know? Things like 5.
Yep, gotcha. Psalms chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statute, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
That's right. You're not supposed to take this covenant in your mouth. The so-called white man, this Bible's not meant for you, man. Okay? Only thing that the Bible benefits is from us being able to do wicked stuff to you. Because the law, statutes, and commandments apply to all nations. You know, you're not supposed to steal from one another. Not supposed to commit adultery to one another. But that was written for us to implement on the rest of the nations, on the heathens and the Edomites. Because y'all don't have it in y'all to properly uphold it. You're talking about wedlock and adultery and this and that, but you promote adultery by telling women that keep laying with random men until you find the right guy, man. Okay? Or you'll let these rapping niggas get on their songs and you promote them talking about adultery, taking another man's woman. Okay? Just like I said, as soon as Rick Ross talking about putting a Molly in a chick drink and he laid with her and she ain't know it, you took his Reebok deal and ridiculed him for that. That means you have the authority to ridicule any artist that speaks on adultery, that speaks promoting homosexuality, or promoting stealing, or promoting violence. Okay?
Check this out.